Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to look at one of my portulacaria afra lilliput trees. This one's fairly mature. It's been kind of growing in this style for several years, maybe 3, 4, 5 years. I don't even kind of lose track, but you can see the trunk's got some decent diameter on it for a lilliput. So it's a little bit bigger than my finger for a small tree. That's not too bad. It's got some rough bark on it, and today we're going to just give it a maintenance prune, maybe adjust some branching, because I'm trying to open it up a little bit more. You know, I've got some nice open space in through here. Going to see if I can maybe get something opened up on this side. Not sure yet, but we'll get in there and kind of see what we can do. So first, I'm just going to take off some of these shoots on top. I don't really want the tree to get too much taller, I don't think, so just going to take these down, keep them in check. And I may go a little bit shorter as I work on this today. Just, like I said, just taking some of these long ones down at first, and then may go back and refine it a little bit more. And some of these branches over here, like this one, you can see that it's kind of growing straight back up. You know, I need some of those just because that's where I want the leaves, but that one's almost too thick. I'm kind of messing with what I want to do there, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that back. It'll probably branch back out, but the inner nodes will be shorter, so I can work with that. I probably need to get some wire on this one to pull it down a little bit, just to keep it a little more horizontal or even drooping down a little bit. That just makes the tree look a little more mature when the branches start drooping down. So yeah, we'll probably bring that one down a little bit. Let me see what's going on over on this side. Just don't want to lose too much back in here. It is pretty crowded and dense. My goal is to get it opened up a little bit, just to so you can see some branching in there where it's not just one solid mass across the top. I could probably maybe bring those down. this top down a little bit more. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring this branch down. I'm just going to use one of those little hooks that I do from time to time. Instead of trying to wire the whole branch. Let me see if I've got a thinner piece of wire. Smaller piece. Need a very long one. What I do, I just make a hook on the top and find out where I want to pull it down at. Thinking something like that. Maybe. Like that there. You can see here, here's the natural branch position. And I want to bring it down to something like that. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'll just create another hook on the bottom and come up underneath this other branch. And that'll hold it down. Went a little too far. So I'll just rebend it. I think that'll work. Trying to think if I can bring this one down. Just a little bit. Not too bad. I think this is kind of sticking out a little bit too far. I wonder if I could bend that down or just cut it off. Let's cut these that are pointing up. Kind of let that one grow down there. And also when you open the tree up like this, taking some of those interior, the top branches where they're not right on top of each other, it just gets more light down into the interior of the tree. And I can see some back budding. I've got, let's see if I can point to it here. I've got this little bud here that's popped out. I've got several up in here that have popped out. You can see in there, yeah, here we go, like those little guys. So it's nice when you open your trees up and you can see that budding there on the interior. It's nice. Just cleaning out some of these branches that are kind of growing back towards the main trunk line. And really, like I said, just the main goal is just to get it opened up more. And further refine the pads on it. And it'll just continue to branch out. I love these little lilliput trees. Leaves are so tiny on them. Yeah. Sometimes I hit the top a little bit more aggressive just because I know that's where the tree is going to send energy back to and try to grow the top to chase the sun. So I can hit that a little bit more aggressive and knowing that it'll grow back pretty fast. That branch there still bugs me. Could bend it down, which would get it more in line, but this is going back. Let's get rid of that one. thinking I like this one where it's at. It's pretty healthy all the way around. I'm doing a better job at rotating my trees. It seems like there for a while, about every video I worked on, I had one side of my tree was lopsided where everything was growing towards the sun. But I'm doing a little bit better job rotating them around so they're a little more balanced. Just cleaning off some of these dead leaves. Branch that's hanging down there. And then sometimes I'll go through and pluck off these leaves that are hanging down. It just helps the pads look a little more developed. The bottom's flat. It's kind of a personal preference thing. Not needed, but like I said, I just like the way it looks. Because some of them, like when you see these leaves hanging down like that, it's a little distracting to me. So I'll just go in and pluck those off. And like here, I cleaned up the bottom there so it's nice and straight. So do the same thing here. And it just forces all the growth to go back towards the top of the branch. Yeah, I think I just about do it on this one. Clean up some of these branches that have dropped. Yeah, really liking the way this is shaping up. If I can find a earlier video of this, I'll show you kind of how this tree started and kind of where it's at today. I'll try to show it up here in the corner. But I'm liking where it's at. Bring some of these back branches down. Could probably even thin that out a little bit more. It's kind of growing back on itself, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, I think that's just about going to do it. Let me go ahead and give you a quick spin around here. There's the front. There is the left side. There's the back. Right side. And back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.